Today we're going to be looking at ghosted notes. I know there's quite a few videos on YouTube in regards to learning ghosted notes. I'm going to take a different approach, which I've been teaching my students for over 20, 25 years. And this certainly works for them, so it should work for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off by, usually most people take the approach of learning ghosted notes with rock. And just having a nice, light little snare, a little ghosted snare on the like 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and We're going to take a different approach, and we're going to work with triplets. And even if you're not familiar with triplets, don't panic, because I'm going to make it simple for you. The exercise we're going to start off with is based on a very popular American song from the early 1900s called "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And if you know the melody of that song, it goes in this rhythm.
Take me out to the ball game.
Okay, I'm not a singer, right? You can tell. So we're going to play that rhythm, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," and we're going to start with quarter notes on our hi-hat. So it's just going to be on 1, 2, 3, and 4. The rest, the bass and snare, are going to be interplay through triplets, and I'm going to play it very slowly for you. So first, and we're going to count our triplets in this exercise: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we have our bass drum and our hi-hat on 1. Then we have the on the snare, and we're going to accent that, so it's going to be like this: 1 and On 2 and we're going to have hi-hat, snare drum, and bass drum, and it's going to be a ghosted note on the on the and of the 2. So like this: 1 and 2 and Now, if you don't want to ghost it right away, that's fine. You just hit it simply as a regular snare. Then on the 3, we have 3, just like that. 3 and 4 and is just bass and hi-hat. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Now that's the rhythm of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And we're going to take that little snare on the 2 and we're going to make it quieter. And I'm going to play it a little faster. I'm going to speed it up again. I'll play it on the ride cymbal. Let's take it a little faster. And just a tad faster. And you can see you want that snare to be as close to your snare, your stick, as close to your snare as possible for that ghost. And I should also mention that this is a halftime exercise, so you're going to be kind of grooving and like. The exercise you want, or the essence of this exercise is the hi-hat, snare, bass, the triplet. It's going to show up a lot. So we're going to do another exercise, and we're going to do 2 of these in a row. So breaking that down, starts off the same way: 1 and then we have 2 and 3 and and then 4s with the hi-hat and snare. 4 and We'll do that a little faster, and I'll play it on the ride cymbal. A little faster. And again, a little sped up. Now the next exercise, pardon me, is we're going to do 1 and just as we have started, 1 and Then we're going to have 2 and just like we've been doing. On the 3, we're going to have a snare, and then we're going to do an on the snare again. So it's going to sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and then on 4 and we're going to do our triplet with our hi-hat, snare, and bass. So it's going to sound like this all together: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and And let's speed that up a little bit. And we'll take it again, do it on the ride cymbal. Play this exercise slowly so you can really get into the motion of those ghosts, making them very close to the snare drum head as you're playing it, and let the accented notes come up, obviously a little higher than your ghosted notes. Taking that a little faster. And this particular exercise has more of a perpetual motion to it because of the at the 4 and it kind of just rolls you right back into it. And once you get comfortable, you can just groove with that and experiment with it. So let's do a little bit of that. Now, pardon me, we're going to be looking at doing those little doubles in a 16th note triplet form. I'm going to show that in the next video, and you'll be surprised to find out how easy that actually is. So tune in. It should be, I'll put on an annotation, a link, and you can jump to that right now.
Take me out to the ball game.